That was just annoying. Right, let me just quickly message everyone. It's my fault. I jogged the lead, guys, and so let's have a look. Let's get on to. Let's let everyone know. So the name's Louis in the UK, and we are doing a part 2 of discussing the diet that I'm on that also, I think, fixes your health problems. Let's just tell everyone. Loads of people to tell here, guys. Give you a chance to jump back on. That was just annoying, that was. I've been listening to Rare Elvis Photo's song. I really like his song, his Elvis song that he wrote. Right, I'm just messaging everyone, letting them know we're back on. Hi, Linda. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, it's my fault. This lead here, I knocked it. It's completely my fault. I give it a little jiggle. It made the camera turn off. The actual laptop is working brilliant. I know Jane has gone. Right, I'm just quickly texting everyone to say we're live. Let's give you guys. Hi, Linda. Hi, Philomena. Let's give you guys a chance to come back on. It's funny how Bob Joyce has friended me. Isn't that funny? Look, Bob Joyce is on my. Let's have a look. Can you see that? Bob Joyce is on my friends. Isn't that funny? He even messaged me. He said, "Hello, Lord bless you. How are you, ladies?" This is Bob Joyce. Let's have a look. Look, Bob Joyce. Bob Joyce is on my friends, and I've checked it out. It looks pretty genuine to me. Right, let's have a look. Let's just check my messages to make sure I've messaged everyone. Okay, right. Let's keep going. So let me just check. I've told everyone. We've got have I told Rose? Yeah, Rose. We've got Lorraine. Lorraine's probably asleep. Lorraine, are you awake yet? Sherry. Let's give you guys a chance. I'm just making sure I've messaged everyone. Philomena's on. Hi, Philomena. I think we've covered everyone. Right, guys. Okay, so let's give it another go. So I'll try not to be so long-winded. Now, we are doing a live stream about the carnivore diet, the keto diet. And the reason we're doing it is too many people are asking me questions about it. And I just thought it's a lot quicker to just quickly tell you about this diet. Now, it's not just a diet. It's not just for weight loss. Yeah, this has restored my health back to normal. I went on this diet 14 months ago when I was 55. I'm now 57. Okay. Now, my body had bloated. I had a massive belly, like a bowling ball. My doctor had told me that I was pre-diabetic. I had shortness of breath. So I noticed that even if I was walking, I wasn't breathing very well. I couldn't walk down the stairs properly. I was really in pain and very stiff. I had no energy. My energy levels had plateaued. I felt a bit down on life. I had some anxiety problems. I had dizzy spells. I was getting quite bad dizzy spells every few weeks, quite serious dizzy spells. And I felt like I was heading for a heart attack. And my twin brother had phoned me and said to me, "Louis, you've put on a lot of weight. You don't look well. You don't see in yourself." So I was worried, guys. and I didn't like how I looked in the mirror. I would look in the mirror. Hi, Tracy. We're doing part 2 of the diet channel, of the diet video. I won't be doing lots of diet videos. This is just, I'll do 1 or 2 now, and then we won't do any diet videos for months. But I do want to go over it. Hi, Lizzie. So, sorry guys that the camera just turned off. Anyway, so I'm looking. My brother has rung me, Andreas, and said you need to sort something out. I'm worried you're going to have a heart attack. Even I was worried I was going to have a heart attack. So initially I just wanted to lose weight. Linda, the weight loss is just a side effect. This diet is designed to restore your health, But you do have to do your research. You do have to look up the things I'm saying. You, like Dr. Ken Berry, it's very important that you look this man up. Let's have a look. It's very, very important. Yeah. Can you see that? Dr. Ken Berry. He is a proper doctor. He's got 3.2 million subscribers. So you must do your research to understand why the carnivore diet works, to understand why keto diet works. Now, I do have a channel. It's completely free. And this is just a diary of how I fixed myself. Carnivore Flexing Diet, Louis' World. Please subscribe. It is just a diary. I don't make any money. I do this for love. I repeat, I do not make any money pushing this diet. I do it because I think many of the people on here are over 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And I think if you have health problems, this carnivore diet or keto diet can reverse many of your problems, many of them. And the reason I know is because I am a success story. I lost all my weight. I got rid of my ulcerative colitis. Now, ulcerative colitis, guys, it's a horrible illness. You're stuck on the toilet all the time. You have horrible flare-ups. I had it for over 10 years. Hi, Sandra. I had it for over 10 years. Anyone joining us now, guys, this video is about the diet that cured me. It's not an Elvis video. We will talk about Elvis week at the end. And the reason I'm doing this video is because a lot of you are asking me questions about my diet, how I lost my weight, how I restored my health. And I just think I have to cover it. We know that Deborah is on this diet. So is Tracy. Tracy's been on it for many years. Tracy, I do have a hot wife. You have a hot young wife. My wife's 40, just about to turn 41. And we've had 5 kids. You need the energy to keep up. Yeah. I tell you what, the carnivore keto diet has helped with my energy. So Tracy has met Dr. Ken Berry. I made an appointment with my diabetes doctor. He was delighted that I wanted to try it and is going to support and monitor me through it. That's brilliant, Deborah. We also have James. James is on the diet. And when James first asked me about the diet, which I think was about a month ago, he was having a lot of pain and not much energy. And now he has got a weightlifting bench. James has a weightlifting bench. I'm not sure what James's age is, but I'm pretty sure he's over 60. So this diet suits people that are older. It suits them. It gives them back their energy. It restores their youthfulness. Now, Tracy will tell you this, that Tracy knows that Tracy has been on this diet way longer than me. It makes you look younger, feel younger. It gives you all your energy back. It reverses all your medical problems. It takes you off medication. You lose weight very quickly. Yeah. Now, so about 14 months ago, I thought I'm going to give it a go. Now, you have to learn about fasting. I was fasting. I did not eat. My last meal of the day was 7 p.m. and then I would eat again the next day at 1:30 p.m. And half of the fasting was done whilst I was asleep. So it wasn't actually that hard to fast. I actually found it quite easy. You must only eat twice a day. Only eat twice a day. I eat at 1:30 p.m. and at 7 p.m. That's the 2 times I eat, and I have fatty meat and eggs and salt and fish and prawns and omelets, cheese, nuts. I have some low carb veg. I stopped potatoes. I stopped rice. I stopped all bread. I stopped anything that has sugar, anything that turns to sugar. And I stopped snacking. I completely stopped cereals. Cereals are not good for you. Wheat is not good for you. Pasta is not good for you. Now, many of the foods that you think are good for you are not. So many of you think eating a lot of fiber is good for you. It's not. Fiber isn't good for you guys. Many of you eat things like all bran, that's in your cereals. You think it's good for your health. It's not. It is like sandpaper in your stomach. It causes inflammation. Sugar causes inflammation. Anything that has sugar in it is not good for you. We all know that ultra processed food is bad for us. We all know that processed foods are not good. Now, so to try and just kickstart things, there are so many unusual benefits, things like great dental health. Yep, if you've got bleeding gums, you will find that the carnivore diet and the keto diet, your gums stop bleeding. If you've got toilet problems where you're going to the toilet more than you should be, this will stop that. The toilet problems, guys, are caused by inflammation. If you eat the wrong food, so if you're eating too much sugar and ultra processed foods, you're going to get inflammation. Even fruit and veg, you have to keep it to a minimum. Fruit and veg have to be a minimum. There's a thing called oxalates. Oxalates. I'm going to type it in for you. Look up oxalates. Fruit and veg has oxalates in it. And I haven't spelled that right. Oxalates. Look it up, guys. Everyone thinks that fruit and veg is really good for you. It isn't always good for you. Too much fruit is very fattening and causes fatty liver. Don't overeat fruit. I repeat, too much fruit causes fatty liver. Does the diet cause constipation because of lack of fiber? No. What you'll find is this, Lizzie, there's a transition period. So when you're at the moment, your body, let's say that we're at sugar. Your body is used to living off sugar and getting its energy from sugar. This is why you're constantly hungry. When you're constantly hungry, your body is relying on the sugar that you're eating. But remember, sugar is very bad for you. Now, as your body transforms like this and starts living off the fat in your meat, and you've got protein coming in, you will find that there is a transition where it affects how you go to the toilet. So what you will notice is you will be going to the toilet a lot less. Yeah. Now, if you eat the right amount of fat with your meat, you must eat the fat on your meat. You can have butter, you can cook in butter. You must eat the fat in your bacon. So when you get all the fat coming out of your bacon, that is very good for you, and it will improve how you go to the toilet. So a big thing here that many of you are going to find difficult to believe is that fat is good for you. Animal fat, not vegetable fat. Do not eat vegetable fat. Do not eat seed oil. It is processed garbage and poisonous. Do not have margarine. Do not have margarine. It is very bad for you. So what you'll find as your body adapts from sugar to fat, everything will start working normal again. Your blood sugars will lower. Your blood pressure will lower. Your energy levels will come back. And even if you're on type 2, even if you are type 2 diabetic, at first, what you'll notice is that your insulin, the insulin you need will start becoming less frequent. Deborah has already noticed it. Deborah, have you noticed that you need, because Deborah is type 2 diabetic and she's on metformin. Have you noticed that you are needing insulin less? Remember, Deborah's only been on this diet around, is it 10 days? Let's just read some of your copy. Tracy, Linda, it does help. It helps everything. And let me try and explain to you why it helps. Your body, if you've been eating a normal diet that everyone eats, so a bit of bread, bit of pasta, bit of fruit, bit of everything, wheat, Weetabix, cereal, crisps, chocolates, burgers, pizzas. If you are eating a mixture of foods, your body is not being fed the food that ancestrally it was designed to eat. Now remember, hundreds of thousands of years ago, we were eating fatty meat, eggs, some low carb fruit and veg, some nuts, some honey, but the main thing we ate was fatty meat and eggs. So your body is designed to live that way. Now, coming to the future, where we are encouraged to eat things like bread, rice, pasta, potato, fruits, chocolate, cereals, all different color breads. No bread is good for you. How many of you know that bread turns to sugar? How many of you know that pasta turns to sugar? How many of you know that wheat turns to sugar? How many of you know that pasta is made from wheat? How many of you know that many of the foods you eat after you've digested them are sugar? Now, sugar is seriously bad for you guys. Seriously bad for you. Yeah. So it's nearly as bad for you as smoking. I know that finds hard to believe. How many of you think that cholesterol is really bad for you? Now, this is the big one, guys. This is the one that always gets a big reaction. Sugar is, how can I say it? It causes so many problems in your body that this is why we get inflammation. Also, some fruits and veggies cause a reaction in your stomach. And many of us are told that the reason you eat fiber is to slow down your digestion. It does do that, but it also is like sandpaper rubbing against your internal organs, your colon. So fiber can actually make your intestinal problems in your colon worse because it irritates your colon. So people, this thing about fiber being good for you, I don't agree with it. And the other thing is this. So a lot of people eat a lot of fruit, a lot of veg, thinking, oh, it's really good for me. It's really good for me. No, too much fruit, too much veg can cause problems in your colon. Now, a lot of people eat cereals thinking, oh, yeah, cereals are really good for me. No, cereals are not good for you. They're made of sugar. Your intestines your colon does not like it. Your colon doesn't like cereals. Many of you think that we have to eat breakfast. We don't need breakfast. We do not need breakfast. Your body needs rest between meals. You have to give your body rest between meals. And this is why I always recommend that we only eat twice a day. Twice a day. So let me just quickly tell you my story and then I'll check your comments. Now, listen, guys, many of you are going to disagree with me. Many of you are gonna think, oh, what's he talking about? He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry, guys, we're not doing Elvis for this video at the moment. Yeah. So I won't be doing lots of diet videos, but I do think that you guys need to understand what I went through. So I was overweight. I had pre-diabetes. I had ulcerative colitis for over 10 years, dizzy spells, no energy, serious aches and pains. And I was going to the toilet 8 times a day and I was fed up. I was low on life. So I started the diet. I found Dr. Ken Berry. At first, I did not believe that the carnivore diet would work. I did not believe the carnivore diet would work. I thought it was a joke. Even with fasting, I thought fasting was for religious people. I thought fasting was for religious people. Yeah. I thought I actually laughed at the carnivore diet and I laughed at fasting. But then I started trying it. And the first thing I noticed, guys, within 2 or 3 days, that my energy levels was shooting up. And I was like, there's something different here. I actually felt different within myself when I was doing this diet. And I just thought, this might actually work. Just have a bit more coffee. So I weighed myself after a week, and I noticed I'd lost 6 or 7 pounds after a week. And I noticed that my stomach started to look less bloated. I still had a big stomach, but it was reducing. So I remember saying to my wife, this diet's working. I'm starting to lose weight. On the second week, I noticed instead of going to the toilet 8 times a day and not being able to leave the house in case I had an accident, I started going to the toilet once a day. Now, I hadn't gone to the toilet once a day for 10 years. For 10 years, I repeat, I hadn't gone to the toilet once a day for 10 years. Now, I had ulcerative colitis for over 10 years. So within a week, my toilet habits had gone back to normal. My energy levels had shot through. When I was looking in the mirror, I felt different. I felt younger. I hadn't felt this way for so long. My head was crystal clear. My mind had completely cleared up. Now, remember, I was also told that I was pre-diabetic and I had these dizzy spells. So let me tell you the things I changed. I stopped eating bread, cereals. I stopped eating margarine. I stopped eating cakes, chocolates, no alcohol, but I didn't drink much anyway. I stopped potatoes. I massively reduced my vegetables right down, just having a very small amount of vegetables. I massively reduced the fruit I was eating because fruit is very fattening and causes fatty liver. So don't eat too much fruit. Orange juice has too much sugar in it. Don't drink orange juice. It's like drinking Coke. How many of you know that orange juice is as bad for you as drinking Coke? Don't drink orange juice. It's full of sugar. So I reduced my diet right down. I was having eggs and bacon at lunchtime, sometimes cooking it in butter, but cooking it in the fat that comes out of the bacon. You must eat the fat. The fat is very good for you. Anyone that thinks that fat is bad for them, animal fats, you are wrong. You must eat the fat. Coconut oil is good. Avocado oil is good. Olive oil is good as well. Yeah. But the best fat you can have is the fat you get in your meats, especially from steak. Ribeye steaks, normal steaks, any beef, very good for you. Any lamb is very good for you. Pork. Now remember, this is the other question I get asked. A lot of people don't know that all the goodness you could ever need for your body, vitamins, minerals, nutrient, fatty acids, all of these things are in meat. You have every single vitamin you could ever want, including B12, in meat. You can live off meat. You literally could live off meat, water, and salt, and eggs. Eggs are full of goodness. Please don't think eggs are bad for you. They are very, very good for you. Salt, good quality salt, is very good for you. Now, I was eating eggs and bacon for lunch, and at tea, then I wouldn't eat again. I skipped breakfast. Then at tea time, I was having ribeye steak, a couple of pork bellies, a couple of lamb ribs, and 2 eggs with salt. And I would make sure that I kept the meats, and the fat coming out of the meat, I poured it back on top of the meat and I ate it. So you think, guys, I'm only eating twice a day. There's no snacking, no ultra processed foods. I'm just drinking water. I did allow myself tea and coffee. Now, within 3 weeks, now this is the truth, guys. B12 is very good for you. It's great, but there's plenty of B12 in your meat, in your beef. You won't need any supplements if you do this diet properly. So remember, I'd lost, right now, getting on to how the benefits. Within 3 weeks, I had lost 15 pounds. 15 pounds. My weight had reduced right down. But the other thing I noticed is that when you eat a lot of fatty meat, my muscles had got stronger. Yeah. My muscles had got tighter and stronger. I literally felt like I was 20 years old. Bearing in mind, when I started this diet, I was 55. My clarity of thought had gone crystal clear. This is within 3 weeks. My mind was crystal clear. My dizzy spells, remember, I was having serious dizzy spells. My dizzy spells stopped. I was only going to the toilet once a day. Once a day, guys. Remember, I had been going to the toilet 8 times a day. I couldn't even leave the house before 11 o'clock. So my toilet, the inflammation inside me had massively reduced. So I was going to the toilet completely normal. I stopped needing any medication for my ulcerative colitis. It literally was a miracle. So I've lost all my weight. I've got my energy back. Now, when you're on the carnivore keto diet, you have a glow about you. So I could see that I had this glow. They call it the carnivore glow. Tracy may know about this. The carnivore glow. I think I've got it. I never had it before. So the most amazing thing that happened was I was full of energy all day. I would wake up full of energy. And I'm like that now every day. The reason when you see me on these live streams that I am full of energy and I'm non-stop talking and my eyes are bright and alert is because of the keto diet, the carnivore diet. So I couldn't believe, I literally could not believe that the diet had worked, that I'd lost all my weight. I was not ulcerative colitis anymore. Now let's go on to my bloods. Now remember, I had high blood sugar. I had pre-diabetes. So I went back to my doctor and he tested my bloods and I have normal blood sugar levels, normal. I am not pre-diabetes anymore. They tested my blood pressure that was 140 over, which is the blood pressure of a man in his 60s and 70s. And my blood pressure now is 114. 114. I have the blood pressure. This is for Jane later because I know Jane's gone. My blood pressure went down to 114, which is the same blood pressure of a man between the ages of 20 and 40. So I also had an MRI, a brain scan, because of my dizzy spells, and my brain was completely normal, completely normal. I also had a CT scan to check my heart, because I know many of you will worry about cholesterol and having a stroke. So a year later, after I started this diet, I had my CT scan. I had my blood levels checked again. And I am completely normal, completely normal. My heart is in excellent condition, excellent. The doctor said I have the heart of a young man, See, many people don't understand that that sugar is what causes your arteries to clog up. Sugar. Not many people know that. They blame cholesterol. Now, many people think if you eat cholesterol, it's bad for you. It is not. Your body makes cholesterol. Every cell in your body has cholesterol in it. Your brain needs cholesterol. So anyone that thinks cholesterol is bad for you, you are wrong. The cholesterol that you eat is very good for you. Now, damaged cholesterol that's already inside you, that's a different story. But the cholesterol that you eat is very good for you. Cholesterol actually cleans your arteries. Cholesterol actually cleans your arteries. When you eat fatty meat, it cleans your arteries. Everyone's against fat. Oh, don't eat fat, don't eat fat. This is so far from the truth. Fat, animal fat, is very, very good for you. So I am now medication free. I am on no medication. I am full of energy every day. My blood pressure has gone back to normal. It's lower than normal. I'm actually healthier. My blood sugars are completely normal. I do not have ulcerative colitis. I do not have ulcerative colitis. It is gone. I am cured. I do not need no medication. I feel great every day. I feel like I'm getting younger every day. That's how I feel. My energy levels are the best they've ever been. I do not have dizzy spells. I do not feel anxiety or depression. I feel great. I feel happy. I'm loving life. I now wake up excited for the day ahead. I can't believe how great I feel. I literally feel $1 million, guys. I couldn't walk down the stairs before. Now I run down the stairs. I exercise every other day. I run every other day. I have too much energy. I have too much energy. And this is because of the keto diet and the carnivore diet. I highly recommend it. So let's try and read some of your messages. Now, I won't be doing these videos regularly. This is a one-off because I did think we need to talk about my diet because too many people are asking me about it. Right, I'm going to go through your messages backwards. Now, obviously, there is a transition. When you first start doing this diet, there is a transition. Your body has to adjust back to living off fats. Right, your phone's upstairs, Keto. Right, kids, I can hear the kids. Prescribe, have some extremely, yep. There's many of the medications that you think you guys need. You don't need it. You need to let your body wean off things. So don't quickly come off your insulin. Everything you do it with your doctor's advice. Always talk to your doctor, always. Gradually come off the medications. You don't just suddenly come off them. So prescribed medications have some extremely bad side effects, especially as we get older. Yes. Remember, Tracy knows what she's talking about. But Deborah, your skin will improve. Don't forget, Deborah, it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet, has it? So you have to give things a chance. Right, I'm just listening to Tracy here. Maybe just try to cut down 1 beer and 1 sparkling water for a few months, then get rid of beer. That's good advice. Remember, there is a transition. I don't know if I can give up my Friday night beers, though. I'd like a couple of beers. I think a couple of beers will be okay. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. B12 supplements are good for Nola. They're good. I don't take any supplements except vitamin D3 and K2. That's fine. Tracy, that's fine. So Deborah is in the early stages of the diet. Remember, to Deborah, I think Deborah's lost 8 pounds so far, and she is using insulin less. The insulin injections have been reduced, so she's on the right path. I only eat a few berries, natural full Greek yogurt. Yeah, that's great. Great. You can have some nice stuff, but it has to be natural whole foods. Nothing, no sugar. Stay away from, don't eat too many fruits, guys. Do not eat too many fruits. They're very fattening. Overeating fruit is not good for you. Let's have a look. Mental health, you definitely get mental health improvements. You feel much more positive. You start feeling upbeat, and usually within a month, I found it within a week. Within a week. Tracy, you're giving such good advice. I hope your husband recovers. Right. We all have really to pay more attention to what we eat. Food has to be nutritious as possible, especially as we are getting older. Definitely. I remember I'm 57. I am 57 years old. I have the energy of a 20-year-old. So I wouldn't recommend this diet to you guys unless I meant it from my heart. I know it works. I don't think it, but I do recommend that you do your research. Please do your research. And I do recommend that you fast. You must fast. Don't eat after 7 p.m. and then don't have any meals in between, and then eat at 1:30 p.m. the next day. Do not have breakfast. Stay away from cereals. Do not have cereals. They are not good for you. I only found out about the bread, potatoes, etc. turned to sugar when you first started mentioning it a few weeks ago. I didn't realize I'd been off carb. Well, Linda, well done. Seriously, no potato, no rice, no pasta, no cereals. No breads. I don't care what color the bread is. It is not good for you. None of it is good for you. It all turns to sugar in your stomach. Fatty meat, you must have the fat. It is very important that you eat the fat. Do not touch the cheap fats like vegetable oil, seed oils, margarine. They are poison. They are poison. Eat natural animal fats. You can have coconut oil, avocado oil. You can have olive oil, things like that. Stay away from the cheap fats. They're not good. Do not cook in vegetable oil. It is poison. Cook in your animal fats. Save your animal fats out of your meats and cook in that, or use butter. Natural, real butter is very good for you. Butter is very good for you. You can have cheese. Cheese is fine. Cottage cheese. Mayonnaise is good. You're allowed to have mayonnaise. I have chili sauce. A few sauces isn't bad. The only fat I eat is Kerrygold butter for my butter coffees and frying my eggs and yolks. The rest is fatty meat. Yes, you could. Perfect advice. Fish is great. Prawns are great. Oily fish, sardines, all good for you. Tuna, it's all good for you guys. Omelets, I love omelets. We love eating omelets. My omelets, and I'll have a few onions, guys. A few onions isn't gonna matter. A few nuts when you're feeling snacks. Pork scratchings. Do any of you eat pork scratchings? Most meats are fine. You can even some processed meats are okay, as long as it's meat. Your body wants to be nourished with the foods that it ate a million years ago. That's what your body wants. It wants to be given the food that it was ancestrally designed to eat 100,000 years ago. It doesn't want to be fed processed crap and bread and wheat and pasta and pizzas and all the crap. I've nearly finished now. It stopped working, so I had to redo it. Now remember, my wife behind me, Aurora, she is keto, and how much weight did you lose on your keto in a week? How much weight did you lose in a week?
I lost in 11 days, I lost about 9 pounds.
So my wife is keto, so she eats a bit of meat, a little bit of low carb veg, and she lost 11 pounds, was it?
I lost 9 pounds in 11 days.
Right, 9 pounds in 11 days. It's not just about weight loss, guys, but you do lose weight fast. Now, I've already mentioned you must look up oxalates, because a lot of people don't understand that some fruits and veggies are harmful because they have oxalates in them that your body does not like. I'll type it in, oxalates. You have to look it up. Right, let's have a look. Now, I'm just quickly scanning through your messages. Right, you don't need stool softener. If you're eating a lot of fat in your meat, you won't need stool softener. So Sherry says, I'm going to get my hubby on it. He's in hospital at the moment. He likes all food you speak about, and he's having operations tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. But I will say this, Linda. If you start eating the correct foods, if you go onto carnivore diet, it could really help your husband, really help him. You'll be surprised. There's many people having operations on their colon that shouldn't be doing it. They should just be changing their diet. And this reverses many of the problems you have with your colon. We all need to really look to pay more. Right, let's have a look. Right, so let's just get to the doctors told me to eat yogurt or dairy products, so it's probably too late for me. The doctor told me not to eat yogurt or dairy products. Sandra, I'm not pushing dairy products. Sandra, this is my advice to you. Look up keto, and eat what's recommended in keto. Look up Dr. Ken Berry. Now, You don't have, I'm not pushing dairy products on you. Fatty meat, eggs, fish, salt, butter. That's all you need to regain your health. Then if that's a bit boring, you can introduce some low carb veg, a very small amount of fruit like strawberries and blackberries, and a treat is a few nuts and a bit of honey. Yeah. And you will see a difference in your health very quickly. Not everything the doctors recommend are good. We are going against the grain. We are carnivore eaters, keto eaters, are advising stuff that goes against what most people think. This is why you have to go onto YouTube and see all the success stories, all the people that have reversed their health problems, got rid of their type 2 diabetes, even cured cancer. But you have to go onto keto or carnivore and you have to do your research. It's very important you do your research. You have to understand why fasting works. You have to understand why your body is so healthy on fatty meat and eggs and fish. Once you understand it, then you start to realize that the way that the world has been eating for the last 70 years is wrong. We all think that cereals are good for us. They are not. We all think you have to eat 4 or 5 times a day to keep your energy levels up. This is completely untrue. You only need to eat once or twice a day. If you eat the right foods, you will be full of energy. Full of energy. So Linda, Louis, I looked up the keto a few weeks ago and it's full of tomato. The recipe was full of tomatoes, but I heard that tomato skin was bad. I wouldn't recommend tomatoes. I recommend more carnivore, fatty meat, eggs, fish, salt, butter. That is any meat. Catherine, I've been on keto carnivore since May and it has changed my life. My doctor got me on the diet and does daily videos encouraging others to do the same. Thank you for sharing the testimony. Catherine, thank you. Now, look, Catherine has told her doctor is fine with it. Deborah has said her doctor is fine with it. It reduces depression and anxiety massively. Yeah, forget about tomatoes. We don't need tomatoes. I am pushing meat, fatty meat, eggs, fish, fatty fish, oily fish, yeah? Omelettes, prawns, lamb ribs, pork bellies, ribeye steaks, beef, chicken with the skin on. Keep the skin on your chicken. The skin on chicken is very good for you. Everybody, hello. I'm here after 8 p.m. Australia time, watching in bed. I'm on my iPad. Lorraine, we're having an unusual video this morning. We are talking about the carnivore diet and the keto diet, how you can lose weight fast and how it's good for your health and gets you off medication and how it reverses type 2 diabetes. Guys, any of you that are type 2 diabetic, if you go on this carnivore diet, you will not be type 2 diabetic for long. You will come off and you will not need your insulin. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. Sandra, don't eat a lot of strawberries. Just a few. Sandra, the message to you is this. Stop eating anything that turns to sugar. That includes bread, pasta, rice, potato. Come off anything starchy. Any starchy products like potatoes, do not eat them. You must have your eggs, your bacon, your omelettes, some cheese, a small amount of cheese, and it will transform your health. It will transform it. You actually save money because people think, oh, meat's expensive, but no, because you stop snacking all the rubbish. You stop all the ultra processed foods. Anything that is called low fat, low salt, low sugar is rubbish. It's poison. Do not eat anything in a tin, in a box. Come off any processed foods. These things that say low fat, it is a gimmick. It is a gimmick. Don't do it. The things that say low sugar, it's bullshit. Yeah. You need to just stop anything sugar. You don't want sweeteners in your tea and coffee. They're poison. Yeah, beans, legumes, they're not good for you guys. It's okay, Lorraine. Colleen, we're just talking about the carnivore diet and the keto diet because I'm just explaining to you guys about how it restored my health. Now, I am a success story, guys. I am a success story. I know that this diet works. I would never tell you about this diet unless I know it works. I would never put any of you at risk. Obviously, we always consult our doctors, but this is the name of my diary channel, the Carnivore Flexing Diet, Louis World. Yeah, this is just a diary of my success on this diet. Carnivore Flexing Diet, Louis World. So let's have a look. Rare Elvis photo. Joe since remove his song of Elvis of YouTube. I guess he wants to charge for it. I won't let people have it for free on YouTube. It removed off his Facebook page and everything. Oh, I wonder why that is. Maybe it's a copyright thing, Lorraine. Yeah, so Deborah always consulted her doctor. Always. Sandra, it's not too late for you. Sandra, it's not too late for you. This diet, this way of eating, it suits people that are older. 50, 60, 70, 80. Sandra, trust me. Now, Sandra, do you want to share with me what you eat so I can help you? Sandra, what are your main meals that you eat in the day? Yeah, I quite like that song, yeah. A good thing to do when you start is to track the food a few months. I use an app on my iPad called Carb Manager just to educate myself how many carbs in my food. Great advice. Tracy, I'll tell you what, you really know what you're talking about. You should have your own channel, my love. Sandra, please tell me what you're eating. I want to help you now. So if any of you have any questions, please ask me now. Now, remember, we are an Elvis channel, defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. I won't be doing hardly any more diet videos. This is a one-off. After this, we'll be talking Elvis. But because I've been asked so many questions about the carnivore diet, the keto diet, I feel that I needed to cover it. So I hope you don't mind that we're doing this. I chart all my foods, my feelings. Yeah. Now, Deborah is a great experiment because Deborah, can I ask you, how long ago did you start keto? My dad turned 80 last week. He has lost 25 pounds over the past few months. He is not hungry and his joint inflammation has gone down about 50%. Catherine, this is what we need on this video to prove that I'm not just talking rubbish. I'm so happy for your dad, Catherine. I am so happy for your dad. He's 80, and he's lost 25 pounds. His inflammation has gone in his body. Because remember, eating the wrong foods causes inflammation throughout your body. Oh, Catherine, I love that message. Catherine, that comment means so much to me. I can't do carnivore choline diet because I don't like meat. Yeah. And choline, do you not like fish as well? Do you like fish? Let's have a look. Deborah, it seems to be changing. But choline, I think you could do keto because there are many things in keto I think that you would eat, choline. It seems to be changing things for the better for you. I'm so glad. It definitely is. And for you, Linda. Linda, this will help you. You have to trust me. Like Tracy keeps saying, trust the process. This is why we look up. Well, that's choline. There we are. Eat more. I reckon choline. This is directly for you. Eat oily fish. Eat all the fishes. Prawns. Do you like eggs? Colleen, do you like eggs? Make yourself omelets. You can have cottage cheese. You can have cheese. You can have Greek yogurt. The main thing, Colleen, is stop anything with sugar. No sugar, no cereals, no pasta, no bread. These are the things you have to stop. And no, even potato is not good for you. If you stop those things and have some low carb veg, reduce your fruit intake, write down only eat berries, strawberries, things like that. A few nuts. You can have avocado oil. You can have olive oil. You can have coconut oil. Cook in the fats that come out of your fish. Use animal fats like goose fat. Goose fat is very good, and you will be surprised. It will make a difference. Look, if you don't like red meat or pork, that's fine. Colleen, can you eat chicken? Oh, Colleen, I'm so happy for you. Do you mind chicken? Yeah, right. Okay. What is hereditary? Let's have a look. I had a heart attack, like I said, and my kidneys are really bad. And doctor has apparently been treated me wrong. Sandra, many people that have had heart attacks are now they're eating correctly. They have improved the health of their hearts. This will help you. Sandra, I promise you, I know you've had some serious medical problems. I promise you that the keto diet, the carnivore diet will really help your heart. Please trust me. Please trust me. Please look up Dr. Ken Berry. It is very important. I'll show you again. It is so important. It does help heart problems. It really does. Let's have a look. Dr. Ken Berry. I want you to just... Now, remember, he also has a wife called Nisha that can give you some brilliant advice on... Now, he's on YouTube. Find him on YouTube. Dr. Ken Berry. Very important. This man will save your life. This man's advice, he's got 3.2 million subscribers, will save your life and will extend your life. You will live longer and feel healthy, and it will reverse almost all of your medical problems. This man saved my life. I was going to have a heart attack. He saved my life, and I lost all my weight, and I am completely back to normal. I feel like I'm going to live till I'm 100 because of that man. I feel like I'm going to live till I'm 100. Look him up on YouTube. He's amazing. He is amazing. Now, don't forget, he has a wife called Nisha, and she will give you health tips on what to cook, recipes. Let's see if she comes up. Right. So this is them.
Hello.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back.
It's Monday Night Live.
Monday Night Live, baby. How you?
I feel short. Ken got a new chair, and so I'm in his old chair, but I'm significantly
I think it's all
lower.
the way down.
Now, remember.
Well, it's fun.
She is a registered nurse. Yeah. Dr. Ken Berry is a proper doctor. And they do a Monday Night Live every Monday night. And I tell you what, guys, their advice is worth millions. And they do it for love. Yeah, they obviously... Let me just find Nisha's channel.
Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about my autoimmune protocol that I used for me. Now, I've got some notes, so if you see me kind of looking over to the side or whatever, I'm just going to make sure I hit all the points because this is very important to me. I'm very passionate about sharing my experience. So let's get into it. In 2018, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis.
Let's go back a bit.
About sharing my experience. So let's get into it. In 2018, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. My symptoms started appearing years before my diagnosis. Some of the most severe symptoms I had were panic attacks, pain, weight gain, of course. I had brain fog so severe that I was Googling the symptoms for...
Right, let me just... I think I'm going to let you listen to that for a bit, guys, because I think it's important. I can quickly just make myself another cup of tea. So let's have a look. Now, let's just get this up here. I'm just going to play it for a couple of minutes while I have a cup of tea, okay?
Alzheimer's and dementia. I was very concerned. These symptoms came seemingly out of nowhere. When I was diagnosed officially with Hashimoto's, I also learned I had infertility. So these symptoms were horrible, and I felt awful. I felt like I had lost myself. I didn't feel like me anymore. But here I am now. My symptoms are managed very well through diet and lifestyle changes. I'm not on any medications. I've had 2 wonderful pregnancies, 2 beautiful, healthy children. And so today I want to tell you the story of how I got to where I am. Now, this is what worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it has worked for other people. I know this because I see them inside of our community and in the YouTube comment section under some of my videos that I've done in the past. The purpose of this video is not to convince you to do what I did, but to give you hope. If you're someone who has Hashimoto's or an autoimmune disease and you feel like you're lost, there is no hope, and you are destined for a life where you feel miserable and you're in pain all the time. And if I can give you just a little bit of hope, then I have accomplished what I want with this video. If you're new, I am Nisha, and I am a registered nurse turned health coach. I make wellness and lifestyle videos on this channel. So if you're into a atmosphere where there's no pressure and no food police, I don't like it, I don't want to do it, I don't want it done to me, then hit that like button and subscribe, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. Before I was officially diagnosed with Hashimoto's, I knew something was wrong. All of the providers that I was seeing at the time told me my labs were normal and that my symptoms were just part of getting older. Now, I was like 27 at the time, and I couldn't accept that. They gave me pills to manage my anxiety and depression. I did not want to take those medications as a nurse. I knew the side effects, and I just simply did not accept that my problem didn't have a reason, that I just all of a sudden had severe anxiety, panic attacks, depression, pain, weight gain, all of these things when I'd been very healthy up until this point. There had to be a reason. So I kind of went down a rabbit hole and found out that my breast implants could have been causing these symptoms. The birth control that I had been on could have been causing these symptoms. And I just was desperate to find a way to feel better without being on medication. Not that there's not a place for medication. I think that I'm very grateful that we live in a world where we have medicine for specific types of things. But this seemed like a place where maybe there was another answer for me. I was eating a paleo type diet at the time when these symptoms were showing up. It didn't seem to help anything. I still didn't want to go on medication. I was just researching. At the same time, my husband, who is a medical doctor, he is on YouTube as well, he was doing the keto diet. He said, you should try it. And I said, no, you're crazy. And I kept saying that. But over several months, I saw him do really well with keto. I was desperate. And desperate times call for desperate measures. So I did try the keto diet. And I did it for a few weeks. And in those few weeks, I saw improvements, significant improvements in my symptoms, including my pain, and my brain fog just disappeared, which was really my main concern, because as a nurse and as someone who loves education and wants to become smarter all the time, I was tired of feeling dumb and sounding dumb. I couldn't put words, phrases together. It was a huge struggle. So that in itself that just going keto for those few weeks had taken care of so many of my symptoms, made them manageable or disappear, was worth me continuing down this keto diet rabbit hole. So I kept doing it and I kept feeling better and I kept losing weight and my symptoms continued to improve. I didn't have any more panic attacks from that moment forward. To this day, I have not had any panic attacks. So I continued eating a keto diet and I felt great. Except for we ran into fertility issues. So turned out I had fertility issues. When I went to the fertility specialist, he officially diagnosed me with Hashimoto's, to which I was like, great, wonderful, this is amazing. I have an answer. I know what's wrong with me. But the answer to that problem was a thyroid medication, which I was put on. I was put on Nature Thyroid at the time, which I was like, okay, that's fine. But I still was convinced that maybe there's another way to help. Why did keto help my symptoms before I even knew what my issues were? So I went down that rabbit hole, keto for Hashimoto's. What I found was quite shocking. Most people said that you shouldn't do keto for Hashimoto's. Most people said keto will kill your thyroid. Most people said you shouldn't lower your carbs if you have the Hashimoto's. I kept seeing this over and over and over again from respected sources, and I was shocked and surprised because I had not had that experience at all. In fact, I'd had the complete opposite experience of my thyroid labs improving, my symptoms being managed, and all kinds of other amazing benefits. So I chose to ignore those people and continue doing keto. I wasn't tracking, I wasn't chasing ketones, I wasn't taking ketone supplements, and I wasn't eating a ton of fat just to hit a fat macro. Like, I was simply eating real food.
Right, so now that's Nisha. She has her own YouTube channel. She's Dr. Ken Berry's wife. So you get the picture, guys. Even the doctor's advice that she was getting, the professional's advice, was wrong. She had to go against the advice she was getting from her doctors. She clearly says that keto completely restored her health. Yeah. So the one thing you guys are going to do when you start doing your research, you're going to have many people saying that carnivore and keto is not good for you, that cholesterol is not good for you. I'm telling you now, they are wrong. They are wrong. Keto and carnivore will help restore your health. And I'm even saying this to Sandra. Keto or carnivore will help problems even as severe as heart problems. So we could talk about it all day, guys. The best way for you guys to understand the carnivore diet, the keto diet, is to do your research on YouTube. Look up the doctors, the success stories, all the people that it has cured and saved their lives. We do have some success stories on here. There's 5 or 6 of you that have been doing the carnivore or the keto diet. Many of you are over 60, and it works, guys. It works. I am a success story. We could talk about it all day. The bottom line is, I wanted to share this with you. If you're joining us now, guys, I'm not going to be doing diet videos. I am an Elvis defending channel. Our channel is Defending Elvis. This is our channel. Yeah. We're here to defend Elvis, but I have to share this with you. I can't sit here and talk to people that are over 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and older, and knowing the success that I've had, that I have completely cured myself, and not share it. I have to share it. I have to share it. For me, a cheat day is a cup of tea with honey. That's a cheat day for me. Right. So I'm going to wrap this up now. But are there any questions you'd like to ask me or Tracy or anyone else that's on this live stream that have done the diet? Like who did I notice was talking about it? Was it Jojo? Let's have a look. A few people have jumped in and said things. Kate, Catherine. Are there any questions you want to ask Deborah about this diet? Please go ahead now. And after this, we'll be back to Elvis, yeah? And I think one of you said, Sandra, don't do surgery. Change your diet. This is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, so always consult with your doctor. Change your diet. You'll be amazed. You notice a difference very quickly, within weeks. It's not too late for you, Sandra. You have to trust me, trust Tracy, trust the other people, trust Nisha, should we just play one quick video of Dr. Ken Berry? Let's just put one up. Now remember, I would not be pushing this diet if it wasn't true. I would not. Dr. Ken Berry, Carnivore Basics. I'll try and Carnivore Basics, yeah? Let's have a look. I'll try and find a short one, yeah?
Consider and plan for when starting a carnivore diet.
Right, you ready,
I'm Dr.
guys?
Ken Berry, a family physician with 20 years of clinical experience.
I'm not going to pay it all.
A year and a half of experience with. Have you heard of the carnivore diet yet? It's becoming quite popular because of the amazing transformations in both health and weight loss that people experience when they give it a try. In this longer video, I'm going to try to give you a comprehensive list of everything that you should consider and plan for when starting a carnivore diet. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with 20 years of clinical experience and over a year and a half of experience with the carnivore diet. And this video is going to help you understand, hopefully, every facet of a carnivore diet and what you should do to start it and continue it properly. You might not want to sit and watch this entire video right now. You can sit down your phone or tablet and listen to it like a podcast, or you can save it to your social media and use that as a bookmark to come back later when you have time. Now let's jump right into this comprehensive list. And if I've left anything out, please put in the comments what else you'd like for me to cover about the carnivore diet. Number one is commit to a time period to do this. And there's several reasons why. I started the carnivore diet as a 30-day challenge on my Facebook page. And at the end of that month, I felt so much better, even over and above carnivore. Even over and above keto, that I decided to do it for an additional month or two. And I just kept tacking on months until we're probably at 18, 19 months now. But some people notice some of the benefits of a carnivore diet almost immediately, within days. Other benefits take weeks, if not months, to materialize. And so I would encourage you to do at least a 30-day carnivore challenge, if not a 60 or 90-day, depending on what health or weight issues you have. Next is when you do eat a carnivore meal, is to eat until you're comfortably stuffed. And for the first few days or weeks on carnivore, I want you to push this a little bit. I want you to actually try to eat more than you think that you should eat. There is no calorie counting. There is no portion control on a carnivore diet. There's really no macro counting on a carnivore diet. You are to eat as our ancestors did. When you're hungry, you sit down and eat until you're comfortably stuffed. Then you stop eating. So don't be saying, I'll have a 4-ounce portion of this. Don't do any of that. Eat until you're comfortably stuffed. And in the first week or two, try to push that a little bit so that you're maybe eating a little more. Because I think many of us, our entire life, we've been worried about portion size and calorie counts to where it's almost become an unconscious thing where we try to limit how much we eat. On a carnivore diet, you don't have to do that. You get to eat until you're comfortably stuffed. Next is I want you to eat anywhere from 1 time a day up to 3 times a day. Now, if you'll follow the guideline I just gave you about eating till you're stuffed, there won't be any snacking in between. And indeed, there shouldn't be any snacking. If you're used to 3 meals a day with snacks right now, then just say, okay, I'm going to eat 3 carnivore meals a day, and I'm going to eat until I'm really stuffed. And there's going to be no snacking in between. Now, many carnivores find that as the weeks go on, they forget a meal, and so they'll convert to a 2 meals a day strategy, and that's totally fine if that's what happens to you. If you continue 3 meals a day, that's fine as well. Some carnivores will wind up just eating one very large meal a day because they're not hungry for the rest of the day. If that happens to you, that's fine, but that's definitely not a requirement. The next tip is to focus on fatty meat, whether this is fatty seafood or fatty cuts of land meat. You always want to opt for a fattier cut. I try to keep a 1-to-1 ratio between fat and protein in my carnivore diet, 1-to-1 with regards to the weight of what I'm eating. And I don't measure, I just guesstimate. And I think that's fine for you to do that as well. If you feel like your meal needs more fat, then add more fat. If you feel like it's too fatty, then add less fat next time. This is one of many things you get to play around with and experiment with on a carnivore diet. Now, the next, I think this is important, especially if you've been eating a high carbohydrate junk diet for years and years, is to transition slowly to carnivore. I don't think this should be a tomorrow I'm going 100% carnivore. I don't think that's necessary. And for many of you, I don't think that's probably ideal. You need to transition slowly over 1 to 3 weeks, maybe even a little longer. And I'll tell you more about why I think this is in a minute. But there's bound to be some carbohydrate withdrawal symptoms if you're eating a high carbohydrate diet now. And I don't want those to hit you too hard and all at once, because that can make it very hard to stick with a carnivore diet. The next tip is to give your stomach, your gallbladder, and your liver time to adapt to this. If you've been eating a high carbohydrate diet for years and a very low fat diet for years, then your stomach has gotten lazy. Your stomach is supposed to have a very high acidity to your stomach acid. It should be 1.3 to 2.0 on the pH scale, which is very, very acidic. But if you
I don't want to play too much of it, because at the end of the day, that's Dr. Ken Berry's video. I don't want to get a copyright strike off YouTube. But guys, you get the idea. This diet, the carnivore diet, the keto diet, and fasting goes against the normal advice that we are given. If you Google it, that you will find information that tells you that the carnivore diet and the keto diet is not good for you. You will find advice that says that meat and eggs are not good for you. It is wrong. It is wrong. Listen to Dr. Ken Berry. Listen to Nisha. Listen to Dr. Anthony Chaffee, Dr. Sean Baker. These people are saving thousands of lives every day. Thousands. Always consult your doctor. I know that it has saved my life. It has given me back my life. I wake up every morning excited for the day ahead, full of energy. I cannot believe that I do not have ulcerative colitis anymore. I cannot believe that it reversed my pre-diabetes, lowered my blood sugar, lowered my blood pressure, stopped my dizzy spells. I even had shortness of breath. I can't believe it. I've been given my life back, guys. I feel so lucky. My wife, she's only 40 years old. I tell you what, I have more energy than my wife. More energy than her. I don't look at my wife and feel old. I look at my wife, I feel young. I feel 25 years old. And I know that 90% of your medical problems that you've got, guys, that includes Linda and Sandra, I know that this carnivore thing and keto thing is going to massively help you. I would not say it. I would not say it if I didn't think it was going to help you. You want to feel great again. You want to love life again and look forward to the future. You want to feel less depressed, no anxiety. You need to change what you eat. You need to put the right things in this mouth. Put the right things in your mouth. You must stop sugar. You must stop pasta, pizzas, chocolates, cakes, bread, potato. You must stop them. Only eat natural animal fats. Increase your animal fats. Increase your meats. Increase your eggs, your fish, fatty fish, and you will change your life. And you will, I will say this, guys, you will add 20 years to your lifespan. 20 years. I guarantee you. It's not too late. It is not too late for any of you. I don't care how old you are. 50, 60, 70, 80. I don't care how old you are. This will change your life. And in a month, you will be thanking me. In a month, you will be thanking me that I did this video. Deborah has already thanked me. James, you know who you are. James is a good friend of mine. He's thanked me many times. And there are a few others. We've got Carolyn has been thanking me. There's a Kathy that's been thanking me. You'll notice that anyone that has started this diet, keto or carnivore, are very, very grateful that they found out. Now, Tracy, she's been doing it for years and years, and she is a massive success story. A massive success story. And Tracy really knows what she's talking about. We're all Elvis fans here. We love Elvis. We want to defend Elvis Presley together, don't we? As Team Elvis. Guys, I want us to be doing this for the next 25 years. Now, if we're going to defend Elvis Presley, guys, if we're going to defend Elvis, we need to be living longer. Do we agree? Together, as Team Elvis, defending Elvis Presley, we need to live longer. And this diet, this carnivore diet, is going to help us defend Elvis for longer. If we have got loved ones, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, uncles, aunties, brothers, sisters, we want to live longer for them, don't we? I have got a 4-year-old boy. Yes, I have got a 4-year-old boy, Tino, a 7-year-old daughter, Yasmin. I'm 57 years old. I'm a very old father. Really, I shouldn't have kids at my age, but I do. And what does that make me want to do? It makes me want to live longer. It makes me want to live longer. I want to be around when I'm 90 odd. Let me just let the dogs out. Come on then. Sorry about that. The dogs want letting out. Now, guys, luckily there's no kids at the moment, so I've been able to sit with you for a long time this morning. I'm really enjoying it. Guys, together, Team Elvis, we are going to make it into our 90s together. I'm going to be around my 4-year-old boy, Tino, who I worship, my 7-year-old daughter, Yasmin, who I worship. I'm 57 years old. I'm a very old dad. I'm going to be around when I'm 90, in my 90s, because of this diet, carnivore, keto. I've had many health problems. They are gone. I am cured. Now, you think about it. If I live, I'm 57. If I live another 33 years, seriously, guys, if I live another 33 years, I'm going to see Tino and Yasmin become adults, and they will have their own families and their own children. I'm going to be around. I'm not going to die in my 60s when my kids are barely teenagers. I'm going to be around, guys, and it's going to be because of this diet, keto, carnivore. It's going to be because I stopped eating sugar, bread, pasta. It's going to be because I fast 18 hours every day. It's going to be that I cared what I put in this mouth. I care what goes in my mouth. And my energy levels are the best they've ever been. I do not have aches and pains running down the stairs. I go running every other day. I weightlift every other day. I'm 57. I'm 60 soon. We're going to do this together, guys. We are going to do this together. Team Elvis, a growing community. We love Elvis. We want to defend Elvis. We know that Elvis has been unfairly treated for 50 years, and we're defending him. Now, we are the age group. If you look, I'll show you the stats. Where's my phone? Oh, I don't have my phone. Actually, here it is. Right. Look, right, let me just show you something, guys. Many of the people, let me just show you, okay? You'll find this interesting. I'm going to show you the stats. Well, Tracy, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, choline. But choline, if you are careful with what you eat, which I think you are from what you're saying to me, and you introduce more meats, fish is okay, prawns are okay, you're going to live longer, girl. You're going to live longer. Now, listen to this. Let's go to my stats of my video. Okay, I'm going to have to go soon, but I want to quickly go through this with you. Now, audience. I click on audience. Now, this is why it's important that we live longer. This is why it's important we live longer. The majority of the people that watch my channel are over 50 and over 60. So we got to live longer, guys, so we can defend Elvis for longer. As we go younger, there's much less. So I don't want you lot all dying on me in the next 5-10 years. And then suddenly my channel doesn't have enough people to defend Elvis Presley, which is why we're here. Now, look at this. Let's just let the phone focus. Look at the age group of my channel. Let me just get a better angle. Read that, guys. 33% of you are over 65. This is my channel. 27.7% of you are over 55. 18% of you are over 45. You see it? 6.4% of you are over 25. So do you get what I'm saying to you guys? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If we don't live longer, guys, who's going to defend Elvis? Because the younger generation are not defending Elvis. We are defending Elvis. You and me, over 40s, over 40s, actually over 30s, over 40s, over 50s, over 60s. We are defending, we are Elvis defenders. So you guys are going to do me a favor, and you're going to do this diet, this carnivore and keto, so that you can keep me company defending Elvis Presley. And we are going to grow our family, Team Elvis. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're in your 70s, 80s, or 90s. I'm going to keep you alive. We're going to do it together. I'm still on carnivore. I'm still on keto. Right, let me just plug my laptop in. Right, let me just turn my laptop on a minute. Right, okay. Right, so are we in on this? Are you with me? Are we going to live longer to defend Elvis Presley together so that we can teach the next generations coming through to also defend Elvis Presley's memory? Exactly. We're in this together, guys. Linda, I want to help you all the way. Thank you. Now, guys, we're in this together. We're all going to be still talking and sat here defending Elvis when we're in our 90s. Us. This community, Team Elvis, is going to keep growing, but we have to keep our health good. We have to put the right things in our mouth. The foods that we ancestrally were designed to eat, the foods that boost our immune system, the foods that make our bodies repair. Because if you eat the right foods, your body repairs itself. Yeah? Better than any medication, better than any tablet. Together, we are going to come off medication. Together, with advice from our doctors, we're going to come off all these stupid tablets that we're taking that have seriously bad side effects that are harmful to your bodies. Bit by bit, we are going to wean off the medication that you shouldn't be taking that is poisonous. Deborah, my goal with Deborah knows I love her. We're going to get Deborah off insulin. We're going to do it with the help of the doctors. But Deborah, we are going to get you off insulin. We are going to get you off medication, off metformin. But we're going to do it slowly, gradually, with the help of her doctor, with the help of Dr. Ken Berry. And we are going to restore Deborah's health. And Deborah is going to lose a lot of weight. And she is going to look great. Deborah, you are going to look great. You are going to look in the mirror in 4 or 5 months from now, and you are going to go, wow, look at me. And we know, Deborah, we know how proud you were when you went to the doctor and your doctor said you had lost 8 pounds in a week, in about 9 or 10 days, wasn't it? Deborah, did you feel great when your doctor told you you had lost 8 pounds and that he agrees that you should stay on the keto diet? How did you feel, Deborah? It's just difficult to watch the loved ones eat so much junk food and getting diagnosed with a serious health issues, just popping pills to deal with the symptoms that find the cause the bad diet. I agree, Tracy. But as they see you getting better, you will influence them. This is what I've noticed. Other people, they're very critical, but when they see you getting better, it makes them think, oh, maybe I'll try that. That makes me tear up to know that I won't live with all these meds and came home excited. I was so happy. Deborah, you're going to be a young, sexy woman again. You stick with me. You are going to be a young, sexy woman. You're going to get your figure back. You are going to be pain-free and med-free. You stick with it. I've been on the diet for 14 months. I'm 57 years old. You're going to do this, Deborah. You are going to do this. Of course, get your niece doing it. Yep, Colleen's got it. We're going to improve their lives. It's exactly what we're going to do. Colleen, you're doing great. Yes, Colleen, my daughter broke her ankle. Even me, when I finish here, guys, I'm going for a run. I run every other day. I'm just quickly checking your messages before I go. Anyway, I think I said enough, guys. You must trust me. Remember, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this for love. I want to help. I want you guys to fix your lives. That's what I want. There's no gain for me. It's just, if you want to watch my journey and follow my journey, then obviously I'd like you to subscribe to my diet channel because I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my diet channel because it fixed me. This is just a diary. This is just a diary. It doesn't make money. Yeah? My Carnivore diet channel does not make money. It is just trying to help people. Carnivore Flexing Diet, Louis World. Pop over and subscribe to it and watch me. Follow my journey. I do 1 video a month. 1 video a month. Follow my journey. I only do 1 video a month. Yeah, just keeping people updated on my progress on this diet, because every month you do it more, you get even better. The longer you're on it, the better you get. Your body is trying to reverse the damage that you've done to yourself for the last 40, 50 years, yeah? So Every month it gets better. Every month. Oh, don't you worry, Deborah. We're going to sort you out. We're going to fix you. Everything, Deborah, everything I've ever promised you, I did. Remember, we don't give up. We do not give up, Deborah. It's good to be excited. It's good to love life again, isn't it? Doesn't it feel good, loving life again? That's how I feel every day. Even my wife, when she became unwell, the first thing she did was go on keto. Keto was my wife's best chance of getting better. Not all the stupid medication. Keto, carnivore. That's what's going to fix my wife. Not filling her with loads of pills. Your pain will reduce. It will reduce. And it will reduce quite quickly. Linda, the main thing that causes pain is inflammation. Inflammation is caused by sugar. You have to stop anything that you're eating that it turns to sugar. Pasta, bread, rice. No snacking. Eat much more meat and eggs, fatty meat, and you're going to get better. And you're going to start enjoying life again. We're going to meet at Gracelands. Look, I'm meeting you at Gracelands when we turn 60, and then every 5 years after that, guys. We're going to keep meeting until we're in our 90s. Hi, Random Video. Unfortunately, I have to go now. Random Video, you seem like a new member, a new subscriber. Welcome to our channel. We are defending Elvis Presley. We are defending Elvis Presley because fans want the truth. Please introduce yourself. Oh, yeah, Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. I think me and Jeanette have spoke before. Yes, Tracy, you are what you eat. So, guys, this is an unusual live stream. We have specifically used this live stream to talk about our diets and how we eat and fixing our lives. We will be going back to Elvis on my next video. I'm probably going to talk about Elvis Week. I'm going to try and learn more about what's happening at Elvis Week. Obviously, we're going to be playing some funeral footage. Elvis's funeral and the day that it was announced that Elvis died. We're going to play some of that. I think we have to, in respect for Elvis Presley. So that'll be the type of videos we're doing next. Okay. And we're going to have a few tears. We're going to watch Elvis's funeral together. We're going to watch the day that Elvis's death was announced. We're going to watch that together. We can shed a few tears. We're going to look at Elvis Week as well and just see what's happening at Elvis Week. This is my plans. That's it. Linda, that's it. Use butter. Linda, keep the fat in your bacon. It's good for you. Keep the fat in your bacon. It does take a bit of getting used to, but you will. No bread. Linda, no bread. No toast. Just have the eggs and bacon. Don't worry about tomatoes. Don't bother with tomatoes. No beans. Forget the beans. Yes, Tracy's got it. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get back to Elvis on the next video. So that's it. I'm going to have to go. We've had a very long live here. I promise you the next video will be about Elvis. We are Elvis defenders. We are Team Elvis. And we're going to be doing this for decades. Even though we're all older, we're in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Some of you are in your 90s. We're going to keep doing this, guys. We're going to keep defending Elvis by eating correctly. By eating correctly. I'm sending you all love. Black pudding is fine. Oh, thanks, Colleen. Guys, I'm sending you love. Team Elvis, rock. Team Elvis, taking care of business. I am giving you tender loving care. Louis is giving you TLC, guys. Forever. Forever. Yeah, black pudding's great. Blood is good for you. We'll end it on that. Thanks, guys. We're going to be back to Elvis on the next video. I send you all lots of love. Every one of you. Every one of you. You take care. Bye, Chloe. Bye, Deborah. Linda, Sandra, random videos. Tracy, you have been amazing. Tracy, I thank you so much for the advice you've been giving. I really, really appreciate it, Tracy. You are the best. Tracy is the go-to for advice. She is amazing. Feel free to ask me any questions. We've got Jeanette on here, Colleen. We've had such a good morning, guys. We've had a cup of tea. We've had a coffee. What more do you want in life? Brilliant. Okay, guys, you carry on chatting. I'm going to hang up now. I'm going to go for a run. 57-year-old man going for a run. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye, everyone.